I'm Shannon Bowman Sarkeesian. I'm your outreach librarian here at Turner Free Library, and we're talking to Alex Bernson. Is it Head Law Librarian?
Head Law Librarian.
Head Law Librarian at the Brockton Law Library. So we have a new program with the Brockton Law Library as a partner where people can virtually come on for a Q&A and ask you questions. So can you tell us what is a law library?
Sure. So a law library is basically exactly what it sounds like. It is a library that is dedicated just to legal guides, anything regarding the law in general. So while you might have a couple kind of basic or general guides at a public library like here, at a law library you would have way more treatises, things written for lawyers, legal information written specifically for the members of the public, for judges, things like that. So it's a little more in depth.
Okay. And what types of resources are available at the law library?
I mean, so just the laws. So we have the official editions of the Code of Massachusetts Regulations, the general laws of Massachusetts. We have case law, case reporters. But as I mentioned, we also have legal guides. So either written for members of the public or lawyers, practice guides, things like that, that can give you more information depending on what you're trying to look into.
Okay. And who's eligible to check out materials for user databases?
So as long as you either live, work, or go to school in Massachusetts, you can get a library card. You can even get a library card if you were under 18 for the law libraries, but generally you do need a parental permission in order to do so. But you don't have to have a library card to come in and use anything. You only need it if you want to check out a material. Otherwise, if you want to use our databases, if you want to just ask us questions, you don't need a library card.
Okay, great. And what do you do? What do law librarians do?
Yeah, so generally we answer questions. So we can't give legal advice. That is what lawyers go to school for a long time to do. But we can give legal information. So generally we do a lot of reference questions where either lawyers, judges, members of the public will come in and say, hey, I think, for example, I'm a tenant and I don't know if what my landlord is doing is something that I need to go to court over. Okay, well, let's find the laws regarding that, right? Or I was told that, somebody is going to small claims court against me and I need to file certain paperwork. What is that paperwork? Okay, well, here are certain samples or forms that you can use to answer that particular type of lawsuit. So we do a lot of things like that. We also create legal information tools. So one thing that we're really excited about that we do, it's called we call it the Massachusetts Law About pages. And basically it's all on mass.gov and it's based on any particular topic. So law about bicycles, law about divorce, law about animals, anything you can think of. Most likely there's going to be something on there. I have some of them that aren't too fun, like a lot of the employment law about employment discrimination, law about employment leave, law about anything like that. You can go on there and it'll have the laws, it'll have links to online and print legal guides. And if there are certain forms, those will be on there as well. So it's pretty comprehensive, and that's a lot of times what we send people when they start out. Yeah.
So just plugging the Ask a Law Librarian program, it is Thursdays online on Zoom, and noon to 1?
Oh, 1 to 2 p.m.
Sorry about that.
But if you get there right at 2 or a little bit after, normally we're hanging out just in case.
And more information about that can be found on the Turner Free Library events page on our calendar. Do you have anything on your website, the Brockton?
I don't believe it's on our website, but we have several partners, including the Brockton Public Library, and so generally it's going to be on your public library's website.
Yep.
We share our website with 14, I believe, other law libraries throughout Massachusetts. So specific events like this, we unfortunately can't put on there, but if you go to the Turner Free Library's events page or Brockton Public Library, I think Holbrook is also on there, Avon,
Yep.
they'll have it on their events as well.
Yeah, so the Zoom link and when you want to go on, how to get on, that's all available there. Okay, so what types of questions can people ask you during this program?
It's basically just an extension of the things that we do for reference. So if you think that you could go into the library and ask about something, then you can do that on Zoom. We also have chat. You can call us, you can email us. So it's really just the same thing, but you can do that from the privacy of your own home and talk to us face to face using Zoom. So yeah, as I mentioned, like if you have landlord-tenant issues, if you're looking for a sample separation agreement because you're going to file for divorce, if you even want like a sample will for your estate, you can get onto Zoom, chat with us, and describe what you're looking for, and then we can help you out just in real time via Zoom.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So that's my last question, except I have one fun one. Do you have a favorite obsolete or silly Massachusetts law that's still on the books?
So I used to work for the state library of Massachusetts. So we always got questions about blue laws and things like that. And while a lot of them I can't actually find in the law books, but my favorite that is still a law, and I believe it's MGL Chapter 272, Section 41, is if you make a disturbance in the library, you can be fined up to $100, or you can go to jail for 30 days. But don't worry, because I don't think anyone's ever been prosecuted for this law at all. But we remember seeing that in a collection of library laws. And yeah, it's still on the books, it's still active, but as far as I know, no one's ever been prosecuted underneath it. So
I had no idea, and I am a librarian in Massachusetts.
Yep, it's still there, so you can go on to malegislature.gov where all the laws are, and Chapter 272, Section 41. So
awesome.
Good to know if you're a librarian.
Yeah. We have some information for patrons that might be interested in using the service.
Yeah, so definitely come on in and you can Zoom with us. Just know that you don't even have to turn on your video or use your name, especially if what you are asking about you might think is sensitive or might have identifying information. Keep your camera off, or you don't have to provide us with personal information, and we can still help you find legal information regarding your questions.
Thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to our patrons using this service. And again, if you have any questions, you can always call Turner Free Library or visit our website.